So one of the reasons my students land data engineering roles is because whatever we build in AWS to enhance our resumes, we tie back to actual interview questions. So let's discuss the Amazon S3 service. Okay, so this is the storage. And so the first big mistake that students make is thinking that S3 works like a file system, when in fact it is just object storage, meaning that any folders you see here are actually key prefixes. So when you go and create a key prefix, this is essentially partitioning. So if you go and create a lot of folders, you are basically going to increase your cost when you are writing queries, because now you have to go and scan all of those partitions, which also incurs API call fees. So the way you want to actually set up your S3 bucket folders is you need to tie it back to your actual query layout. So if you are querying a lot by the year and the month, then that is how you should be setting up your S3 bucket layout. The second thing is the small file problems. So in S3, if you have a bunch of small files, this leads to slow reads and metadata overhead. And so you want to do things like compaction or larger write batches. You then also want to understand file format trade-offs. So the difference between Parquet files and how, it's columnar, compressed, splittable, and then other file formats like CSV and JSON. Another big thing when it comes to questions around Snowflake and Databricks is how does S3 interact with these? So S3 is the lake, not the warehouse. Okay, so in Snowflake or Databricks, S3 is the cheap, durable storage layer underneath. Okay, so you have your S3, and then on top of it, you have your compute, which is separate. So that's another big talking point that comes up on interviews.